I want to start here. This has been viral on TikTok, and it's my current obsession. It's not about football. How often, Daniel Jones, do you think about the Roman Empire?
How often do I think about the Roman Empire?
Yeah. Gladiator.
I don't know. Once a month, maybe.
Do you actually, or are you lying?
I mean, Rome, maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe once or twice a month.
I'm learning that dudes think about the Roman Empire and like 300 and Gladiator and all this stuff like all of the time. And I think it's crazy, like literally every guy. And it's something I didn't know. So I just figured I'd ask you. I told Twitter that I was going to ask you. Listen, Gronk was on my show this week and he's on every week. And he came out real hard about tight ends. He was like, no tight end even got like 50 yards. Nothing happened. I want to see Darren Waller do that this week. I know he's banged up a little bit. Can we get him the ball a little more this week, do you think?
We're always trying to get him the ball and help him, get out there and make plays. He's a big time player for us, and got to find him and got to give him the ball. But a lot of faith and confidence in him, and we're definitely trying to get him the ball.
He had his birthday this week. Did you get him anything? Big 31 on Wednesday.
I didn't get him a present yet. I wished him a happy birthday, but I didn't get a present yet. What should I get him?
I don't know. Dable doesn't like roll in a cake or anything? Come on, Dable.
No cake. No cake this year.
Nothing. What's Dable been like this week? A tough one, I know.
He's been good. I mean, everyone's locked in and focused on what's ahead of us and this new opportunity, and that's kind of been Dave's attitude. He's been on it. He's been pushing us and making sure we're all ready to go. But I think the guys have responded well. We've had a good week of practice so far.
I love that. We had Taylor Lewan on the show on Monday, and he had the highest praise for your coach and just how he handled the post-game press conference. I know you guys are looking ahead to Arizona this week, but, just how Taylor was saying how he sort of absorbed the blame and put most of it on his shoulders and all of that. Like, how far does something like that go in the locker
room? I think it goes, it goes a long way. Obviously, we all feel responsible for our part, and we all have to do a better job. There's a lot of things we need to clean up, going forward, and we're looking to do that. But I think Dave's attitude immediately after the game, his attitude this week, people obviously, you look to that as, in your head coach, people are looking to that, and he set the example for what, how we need to respond this week.
Were you surprised there was a lot of talk about why you stayed in the game so long?
I mean, I really didn't think anything of it, and then I got some questions about it after the game, but it's not really something I thought about a lot. I was, trying to make something happen and get something positive, get some points, move the ball. Certainly understood that.
And that's what Eli said. Your boy Eli, our boy Eli, he was saying, I don't know if you went back and watched it, I bet you didn't, but he on the Manning cast, he was like chalking it up big time to your competitive nature, not in the Manning cast, but the Manning cast about that game, about you wanting to, make a positive moment and do what you're saying. Was it your choice to stay in the game?
No, it wasn't a conversation really. It was just continue going how we were. So, like I said, I wasn't expecting anything different or anything to change, and we were just kept going.
And the next night, so I'm in New York, and like the next night I'm at the game, and this Aaron Rodgers thing happens, which is like obviously the news of the week, and it was so insane. And you expressed last time I talked to you that he was a guy that you sort of look up to as a younger quarterback. When you saw that happen, what were you thinking?
Yeah, that was a tough scene. Just seeing him go down, and then how he kind of stood up and then sat back down. You realize that he knew it was something serious right off the bat, and then we didn't know what it was at first, so was hoping for the best, and just tough, tough feel for him, feel for their team, feel for just that whole situation, and tough to see someone go down like that. But excited for Zach, and he stepped in, they got the win, and look forward to watching him this year.
Now, since you guys are obviously rivals, kind of, but then like also like neighbors and roommates in a weird way, do you hit them up? Do you hit like, do you DM an Aaron Rodgers and say, I'm sorry, man, with like the millions of people who are hitting him up with those sort of sentiments?
I haven't. Yet. Certainly, thinking about him and wishing him well. Maybe I'll run into him or reach out to him at some point. But hope he recovers well.
Or maybe we can like write a note and like leave it. I'm imagining you guys have like the same stuff and you can like leave him a note or something somewhere. That's not the case though, huh?
No, I don't know. I'm sure he's getting thousands and thousands of texts and well wishes, but certainly hoping for the best for him.
Are you friendly with Zach Wilson at all?
I know Zach a little bit, just kind of running into him at different things here and there around New York, and I've enjoyed getting to know him and definitely pulled for him.
What was the most surprising thing after week one, you think, that just after, obviously you're, in your game very much, but you saw sort of how everything shook out? I feel like everyone just sort of overreacts to week one. So it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know what was most surprising. Obviously the Aaron Rodgers news was the biggest deal across the league, and seeing that. But yeah, a lot happens in week one, and there's a lot of it's the first time you get out there and play with your guys. So there was a lot of different situations around the league, and just kind of focusing on us, and what we're doing, and obviously we have a lot to clean up and correct.
So with that, like looking at Arizona, what has been the vibe? I mean, I imagine you as a leader, and you are that franchise, like you're the dude. Like, how do you get it right and build confidence with the O-line? Because that's sort of been the story of the team, right? So you got this great opportunity, like week one's in the rearview mirror. What has been like the specific thing that you can do to sort of build confidence, and vice versa, really, with that line?
I think just, continuing to talk to everybody. It's a group, it's a whole, it's a unit as an offense, and we didn't play well enough across the board, starting with me. So, it's first your job to correct what you're doing and the things you need to do well. And then, you do that, and that helps everybody play well together. So, that's where we're focused. And as a leader and as, the quarterback, it's your job to communicate with guys, get on the same page. You're watching film together, you're studying, you're going through your calls and your reads and certain looks, and making sure everyone's ready and locked in, ready to go. And most of that happens on the practice field, getting reps, seeing it, doing it live, fast at game speed, and building confidence that way. So I think guys have responded well. We've had a good week of practice.
Can't wait to see what you guys do in week 2 and beyond. Now, you're so focused on football, you don't even know that this Roman Empire thing is trending all over TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok.
You're not? Okay, well, I thought we'd chat. I mean, I only am because I figured you are, so I was trying to find something to relate to you with. But listen, there's other stuff going on that we just want to get to know you a little bit. We're going to call it jonesing for the news. We pulled some storylines to fill you in on, because I know that you're not like on TikTok or doing anything. There was a story out of Mexico yesterday, Daniel, and there were like officials who were presented 2 boxes with mummies from Peru. And these this is a real story. The boxes are labeled as non-human beings that are not part of our terrestrial evolution. So everyone wants to know, are you a believer in aliens?
I'm a believer in aliens. I don't know. I mean, I think there's a good chance. I think there's a good chance there's
okay, no, we're stopping this. Time out. You can give me, I'm throwing a flag. You can give me all the BS quarterback answers about O-line. You got to answer about something. So you want to talk about?
I was getting to my answer. I was getting to my answer. Give me a chance.
Okay. Are you in? Or are you out?
I think there's a good chance that there's life somewhere else in the universe. Yeah.
A good chance, and maybe it's Darren Waller and Travis Kelce, 2 of the best tight ends to ever do it, which brings us to Kelce, who's rumored to be dating Taylor Swift. Okay, they're quietly hanging out. What do you think of the potential couple?
Well, I don't know Travis Kelce, but I mean, that's awesome. I like Taylor Swift's got some good music, so it's a good, I don't know, y'all call that a power couple or a celebrity power couple or something like that?
Sure. Now, had you heard that news or no?
I had heard that, yeah.
You had, so that got to you.
Yeah.
Okay, did you watch the VMAs?
I did not watch the VMAs.
Okay, so the VMAs, Taylor Swift got an award, and NSYNC was there. and she was freaking out because it was NSYNC, and they announced that they're recording a first new song in 2 decades. How do you feel about NSYNC coming back?
I'm excited. I'm excited about NSYNC. What are the big NSYNC songs again?
Bye Bye Bye.
Backstreet Boys. Bye Bye Bye. Okay, yeah.
That one.
Yeah. That's like an early 2000s thing.
I think so. Stop trying to age me, Daniel. Stop trying to, like, it's an early 2000 things.
I remember it. I was
8 years
alive
old.
for that.
I was sad that I didn't see you. Did you go to the US Open and just hide and like nobody saw you, or did you not go?
I went to the US Open. Yeah.
And nobody saw, excuse me? Where were those pictures?
I don't know. I didn't post any pictures.
Did you just swoop into things low key all of the time? Like you're not, like, seriously?
Yeah, I feel like throwing a hat. I'm pretty average looking guy.
No, well, that's okay. Justin Timberlake, John Hamm, Matthew McConaughey, Timothy Chalamet, Kylie Jenner, they're all there. Keith Urban, Nicole Kidman. Where were you sitting? Were you like in a box with celebs, or were you just like in the crowd being awesome?
I was in a box right behind the court. I saw the Shelton Paul match, and then Coco Gauff and Wozniacki maybe.
Okay, I can't believe that you just roll in and people don't even bother you. That's like, you're like that level of celebrity. Like that's the coolest way to go. You don't even need a box or anything to hang out with, and I love that. Okay, here's how I'm going to leave this. I have really high vibes about the Giants this year, and I think thinking positive a big deal. And I also think, like, I did a bunch of math on the show this week that 0-1 teams actually do really well. So you also, I'm sure, have heard about 2007, right? How the Super Bowl winning Giants gave up 45 in a week 1 loss to Dallas, yes?
Yep.
Championship 2011 team got demolished by Rex Grossman in Washington right out the gates. You've heard this, yes?
I didn't know about 2011. But...
Yeah, sexy Rexy. He did not do very well. All I'm saying, Giants fans, is that it's happened before. We've seen how quickly things can turn around. And in Daniel Jones, we trust. So on that note, unless you have anything else you want to talk about.
I think that covers it. Aliens, Roman Empire, a little bit of football. We've covered it.
Aliens, give me a movie. Give me one of your favorite movies that I will watch for next time that I talk to you. I'm not a movie gal. Are you a movie guy?
Not really, but Kicking and Screaming. You know Kicking and Screaming?
Oh, what is that?
The Will Ferrell movie when he's the coach for his kids' soccer team.
We're out on Will. Okay, I will watch that, and I'm going to give you a movie review report on that. Kicking and Screaming. I did not think you would go Will Ferrell. So we will talk to you next week. Go kick ass. Just go let it rip, okay?
All right. Thanks, Kay. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest Up and Adams content right on YouTube.